Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you the key to getting your bass lines right every single time. Now, I'm going to be building a multi-layer house bass line, being that house music is one of the hardest genres to get your bass lines right in. However, every technique that I show you in this video will be usable in any DAW and any genre across the board. And not only that, but you can hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and I guarantee that by the end of this video, your bass writing skills will become at least 20% better. So let's hop into it. In our DAW, we have a little drop that I made with some stock Logic plugins and my preset pack called Orbital, which is in the description below, and it sounds like this. You'll notice that there is no bass at all, because that is what we're going to build in this video. The key to making the best, most biggest possible bass ever, especially in house music, because it is one of the toughest genres to get the bass right, is to build it in two parts. And the first part is to build the sub bass. And then after we build the sub bass and get that strong, we're going to build the high bass, or the high bass layer. So I have a empty sub bass layer here, and now we need the bass notes. And to get the best sub bass notes, you go into the chords, and the chords I'm using are a C minor chord, a D flat, an E flat, and an F minor, and they sound like this. So I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to grab the bottom note of each of these chords. And these are the best notes to use in order for your bass line to make sense. I'm just going to paste these on our sub bass layer. Then I have an instance of Serum open. Make sure you go to Menu and Initialize Preset. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to Oscillator A and just draw a square wave. Step 2 is I'm going to turn on the filter and then pull it all the way down to the left. Then I'm going to take envelope 2 and wrap it around this filter. So we're basically going to tell envelope 2 to spin this knob for us. And I'm going to come down to envelope 2 again and turn down the sustain. Now we'll get that sound. The next step is the most important step. We need this sub bass to be in between 40 and 80 hertz. So while I'm designing it, I'm going to keep up this EQ here and make sure my strongest sub bass signal is between 40 and 60 hertz. And I'm going to warm this up a little bit by pulling this down. So our sub bass signal is in between 100 and 200 hertz. So obviously that's not good. That's not going to make too strong of a sub bass line. So what I'm going to do, pull this down 2 octaves. So I'm going to pull it up 1 more because that C was seemingly a little low. So that one will work, but I think there's some of these notes that we can actually bring down. Alright guys, so this sub bass layout looks and sounds the best. And if we play it, it actually fills out the bass region very, very nicely. So let's go ahead now and make the high layer bass. The high layer bass is the easiest thing to do after you get the sub bass right. So just make sure you do the sub bass first. Now what we're going to do is jump into a new instance of Serum and just do a nice simple plucked bass. So I'm going to start off with a square, increase the unison, turn on the filter, come to envelope 2 and do the same exact thing. Pull this down, shift option, so we wrap the entire knob, and then we'll pull the sustain down. So right now, I think we can actually pull it down 1. Let's go ahead and try that, and let's warm it up a bit. So now with our sub bass, we get that, but I want to go ahead with our sub bass now and add a little bit of higher harmonics by just showing some more frequencies from this filter. And see if we can't show a couple more frequencies with this high bass too. With this high bass, I already have it EQ'd, but you can low cut it to make room for that sub bass. Then when we finish everything up, we should get this. Ooh, that was hot! Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you would like to learn more about bass design, sound design, chord writing, melody writing, or any element of music production, make sure to check out my EDM Bootcamp. My EDM Bootcamp is not just a course that covers every element of music production, but his entire back-end mastermind group and community where you can get unlimited track feedback from me and the rest of the students in the community, and also ask me any music production question that you would like. If that sounds like something that would interest you, go ahead and click the link at the top of the description below, and stay tuned for next video.